love my sons who are adults, 28 and 33. However, I have not enjoyed motherhood. So, as we talked about real quick on our live, I was like, my experience as a mom has not been easy. So, first of all, I started out as a teen mom. That's difficult in itself. My son's father never really played a part in his life. We were both in high school, so he went on to live his life and move around the cabin, and I had to shift my life. Then I got married. I was in an abusive relationship and then got a divorce. So I have experienced so many different things as a mom that have not been joyous experiences for me. So, like I said, there are some joyous moments. However, it has been very, very difficult for me. And funny enough, it's been harder having adult children than it has been when they were younger.
Motherhood is supposed to be the most fulfilling job in the world, right? But what if I tell you that some women actually regret having kids? And it's not because they are bad moms. It could be because nobody actually prepared them for the reality of motherhood. So I came across some TikTok videos where women were being brutally honest about their regrets as mothers. Some are overwhelmed, some feel trapped, and some wish that they did not even have children at all. Let's watch some videos and we'll be right back.
I regret having kids. I'm 35 female, and I regret my decision to ever have children. I'm constantly burnt out and touched out and exhausted, being the only one doing the caretaking. I love them and make sure that they know it, but this is not a life I will never choose to live for myself again. How do other single parents in relationships make it happen? I feel like I'm going to explode either from depression, exhaustion, or rage. My family's help is minimal, but I'm grateful for what they do give. I haven't had a child-free night since Christmas Eve 2020, and before that, March of 2018. I'm so angry inside every time I have to take on one more burden myself. I want to run away some days, but I would never inflict that trauma on my children. My mom left me, and I would never hurt my kids like that. I'm not some checked-out parent either. I give hugs, I read books, I give nightly baths, and I ask about school. I give words of encouragement, and I'm exhausted by it every single minute. Am I a piece of garbage? Probably. But I really just wanted to get this off my chest.
Every parent on the planet falls into one of these three categories. I did a video about this on my YouTube channel back in the summer of 23, right? But because of all the comments I keep getting on here talking about how I'm going to regret my decision, we need to talk about all the parents who regret their decisions. They're all over social media now. It's becoming more and more acceptable to talk about their regrets. But don't worry. If you are a parent, you fall into one of these three categories without a shadow of a doubt. So first, we have category A, the mothers who absolutely enjoy motherhood. They don't whoop their kids. They don't beat their kids. They don't yell at their kids. They don't make their kids feel bad about themselves. They take all the challenges with a smile, with a grain of salt. You know, even when it gets challenging, they just love being a mother. It is like the best thing that's ever happened to them. Then you got category B, the parents who absolutely, the mothers who regret motherhood. They absolutely regret motherhood. They love their kids. They would do anything for their kids. They will die for their kids. They can't imagine not having their kids in their lives now that they're here. But if they had to do it all over again, if they could change the person or the people that they had kids with, if they could change the timing of when they had kids, if they could change anything about it, having kids, period, many of them would choose not to. And the key component in this category is that they will admit it to you. Now, category 3 is the exact same as category 2, except they won't admit it. In my personal opinion, the vast majority of the population, and I'm talking like 80-something, high 80 percentile, in my opinion, falls into category 3. The vast majority of you guys will never admit your regret. Now, like I said, here on TikTok, on all the websites, all of these social media forums, there are more and more and more women coming out talking about their regret. So it's not as taboo as it used to be, because you couldn't admit this stuff back in the day. But now more and more women are talking about this. So because we know that there are so many parents, mothers out there who regret their kids, Why do y'all keep telling child-free people that we're going to regret not having them when there are so many of them who regret having them? And I tell people all the time, I would much rather regret not having kids than to regret having them. Because if I don't have them, the only person I'm hurting is myself. If I have them, I'm hurting them.
I regret making being a mom my dream.
A mother-freaking man. I stand by what she says, and I always tell people, in real life, in reality, when they ask me, should I have kids? Should I have... No, don't. Unless you're ready to be mentally unwell. Like she was talking about, her relationship with her partner changed. Yes, it does. That's why when I tell people, when you have your first child, your relationship with your partner is going to be tested. You're going to be going through the hoops, okay? You will figure out if your relationship will survive with children or not, because it's no longer you and your partner. It's you, your partner, and the child, okay? Not only that, but the mental stress, okay? And you feeling like you're no longer in your body, in your own body. And she was talking about relationships, you know, with friends and who's around you. That's so true. Everything changes once you decide to have kids or once you do have kids. And just know that you will never, ever, 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 ever be the same person that you were before you had kids. No matter if you think that you will be, no matter if you're like, oh, like I can work out. No, your world will be flipped upside down. And let me tell you, unless you have a village helping you 24/7, it will be the hardest thing of your life. And even if you do have a village, sometimes even then, it is so difficult to find yourself again, to find who you once were. So yes, I agree with her 100,000%.
So now let's look into the hard truths about being a mother. Number one, it is exhausting and it is never ending. It is 24/7, no breaks, no days off, no sick leave. Number two, it is financially and emotionally draining. Trust me guys, kids are expensive and the emotional toll is just as heavy. Number three, a lot of moms feel trapped. Some women love motherhood, funny enough, while some others feel like they've lost themselves. Number four, it is not the same for everybody. Not every woman feels fulfilled by being a mother, and it doesn't make them bad people. We actually need to normalize this conversation or this topic. Shaming women about being honest about their struggles does not really help. If anything, it just makes moms feel more alone. We also need to encourage women to think before having kids. Having kids should be a choice, not an expectation. If you are not ready, don't allow anybody to pressure you. We also need to support moms who are struggling. If you're a mom that feels this way, just know that you are not alone. There are communities, therapists, and resources that can actually help you. In summary, motherhood is hard. There are some women that love it, some women struggle, and some women actually regret it. All these feelings are valid. If you're a mom, I would love to hear from you. Do you love being a parent or do you relate to these struggles? I really want to hear your thoughts in the comment section. My name is Benita. If you're new here, welcome. If you're a returning subscriber, all the love in the world. Please don't forget to leave a comment, like this video, share it, and subscribe to my channel. I'll see you guys in my next video. Bye.